braiding tutorial. I'm not going to be talking too much on this intro, but I'm going to do a voiceover showing you exactly how I did these braids, from the parting to everything that I needed to achieve this style. So please stay tuned for the rest of the video. Make sure you leave a comment down below, like and subscribe for more videos to come. I'm probably going to be having this style for a month or so, and then I'm going to come back with a completely different braiding tutorial. So please stay tuned to my channel, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye guys. We're going to start with everything that you will need to braid your hair. So you're going to need some braiding hair, and the hair that I used is Good Old Expressions, and I used a total of 2 packs, I believe in the color 1. You're also going to need some combs. Here I have a ragtail comb for parting, as well as a wide tooth comb for detangling my hair. I also used a Denman brush to smoothen out the braiding hair and to make sure that it's all smooth. You're going to need a scissors to cut the hair, of course, and to cut out any flyaways. You're also going to need some moisturizer so that your hair is well conditioned under the braids. I just picked these 2 random ones that I had, and I also used some hair fertilizer because it prevents dandruff while I have on my braids, and some shine and jam, very essential. Or you can use edge control as an alternative if you don't have any shine and jam. It just helps to keep your braids much neater and nicer for longer. You're also going to need some curling mousse, as well as a mirror so that you can see the back of your hair when you're parting. Also, some tools that you're going to need are some hair clips and a scrunchie to part your hair and separate your hair. So this is what the hair looks like. I just separated a little bit after you have stretched the ends. You can also choose to buy hair that is already pre-stretched. I just buy the regular pack because I prefer to pre-stretch it myself, then I can control the length that I want. And it just, I don't know, for me it's just easier to work with the regular expressions. So here I'm just smoothing out the hair after I've stretched the ends. If you would like to see exactly how I pre-stretch the hair before I braid, please refer back to my old knotless braids tutorial video where I show you in detail how I do it. So this is how the hair should look once you have brushed it out with your Denman brush. It should be pre-stretched and detangled and much easier to separate. So what I also like to do is I pre-part the hair, the braiding hair itself, and just place it in equal parts. It just cuts the braiding time by half so that you can finish faster. So as you can see here, my hair is a little bit dry. I had washed it a few days before and I didn't put any product in it so that it was ready for braiding. So you want to start by making sure that your hair is fully detangled. That's really going to help with the parting process. As you can see here, it seems rather easy to part your hair. It really helps a lot when your hair is fully detangled. And because I have 4C hair, rather thin 4C hair that is very prone to knotting up, it's really essential to make sure that it is fully detangled. So what I like to do is I part my hair in the middle. So I'm basically going to show you going all around, kind of like half and half in the back and half in the front. It just helps with framing the braids correctly, or it just helps with how the braids are going to sit in your hair, and it helps you create equal parts or even parts so that your hair or your braids look much neater. So after finishing parting my hair, what I like to do is put some shine and jam in between the parting spaces so that it is going to be nice, smooth and neat, and that it's also like a determining factor with the hair that I'm supposed to be braiding and the hair that I'm supposed to be tucking away. Now I'm going to start the braiding process, you want to pick up a piece of hair that you have already pre-parted to your desired braid size. So you take that piece of hair and you're going to fraction it by 1/3, meaning that one piece is bigger than the other piece. The smaller piece of the hair is what's going to be attached to your natural hair, thus making kind of like the exact size as the other piece. So what you're then going to do, you're going to crisscross the hair, because what you're trying to achieve is 3 parts. So you're going to crisscross the hair like this. I don't know if it makes sense explaining it, but please just watch the video for demonstration, then it'll make much more sense. So you want to take the hair, crisscross it together, and make 3 equal parts. So the small piece of hair is going to come together, and the bigger piece of hair is gonna be 2 parts. Does it make sense? Like, just watch the video so that you understand the demonstration. So basically, crisscross the hair, put the 2 small pieces together, and let the other 2 pieces stand alone. Thus, you have a total of 3 braiding pieces. Now we're going to be attaching the braiding hair onto the natural hair, thus creating a knotless braid. So you want to make sure that you move away any hair that's going to be distracting you. And you're going to take your natural hair that you've already pre-parted, and you're going to place the braiding hair that you've just prepared with your other hand, which is in 3 equal parts. You're going to place it on top of your natural hair. And then you're going to crisscross, basically take your one hand, move it onto the left hand side and start braiding. Pull the hair from the left hand side, loop it to the right hand side, crisscross, and start braiding. It's really that simple. If you know how to do any regular braid, just like a regular Dutch braid, it's basically doing that. The only thing that you're doing differently here is that you're trying to achieve a knotless braid without all the complicated steps that come with the technicalities of doing a proper knotless braid. So basically what you're gonna achieve here is a knotless braid made easy. So it doesn't require you to feed in the hair one by one. However, it also does not have a knot like the olden regular braids. It moves side to side with ease. It is very light on your hair. It doesn't put a lot of tension. I'm not sure if there's an easier way that I can explain to you, but if you just continue to watch the video, I'm gonna redo this over and over just so that you get the gist of it. So you basically take the braiding hair that you've prepared in your hand, and then you place it onto your natural hair, like on top of your natural hair, and you start braiding. You're gonna see as you go by that the braids are not going to be bulky. There's going to be no knot. You're going to be able to move it up and down in any direction, tie it in a ponytail, but you're not feeling any tension. That is the whole purpose of knotless braids, is so that it mimics your natural hair. It looks like it's coming straight out of your scalp. You cannot determine between where your hair actually begins and stops. It just looks like you just basically braided out of your scalp and there is no knots. So basically this is what I achieved with this style, and I just think it's an easier way of achieving knotless braids without doing the feeding, which can be really hard, especially if you have to do it in your own hair. So please just continue watching. As I get to the top, obviously it gets better. It's gonna start to be more clear, so please just continue to watch the video, watch the steps over and over again, and I promise you it is very easy and you're gonna be very happy with the result of getting knotless braids without having to do the feed in method that everybody does. finished product. The braids are all done. So that took a total of about 5 hours, about 5 to 6 hours in total, and that's because I was obviously taking breaks in between. And the braids are very light. I only used a total of 2 packs. You don't need to use a lot of packs of hair. That's just putting a lot of tension in your hair. It's not necessary. But as you can see, the braids, it's like a full head of braids, so it's not sparse. There's not too many spaces in between, regardless of how many packs I used of hair. And most importantly, I feel absolutely no tension in my hair, which was mainly the purpose of doing the braids the way that I did, and also mainly the purpose of knotless braids. So there is no tension. They are very light, flexible. You can move them however you want, part them in different places. So I have definitely achieved what I was trying to achieve with this style, and I'm very happy about that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you on my next video.